So I've been in high ticket sales for over 3 years now. I've closed millions of dollars. I've coached hundreds of sales reps one-on-one, helping beginners go from school or 9 to 5 into making 5, 10, 15K a month in the remote sales space. And what I'm seeing right now is a very weird thing that's happening in the high ticket sales space that's causing a massive opportunity to open up for most beginners, okay? So I want to explain that in this video, what that opportunity actually is, so you can take advantage of that if you're serious who's watching my videos here and actually make 5, 10, 15K a month faster and increase your likelihood of actually seeing success in this industry. Because what's happening right now is that every single person trying to get into the space is so freaking lazy. This is being caused by like streamers and society in general, which is like promoting laziness. We can get into that, but that's like convo for a different day. But basically what's happening is everyone's trying to get into this industry without ever doing anything that's scary, ever investing into themselves, ever taking a risks, ever betting on themselves, ever changing their identity, trying to get into high ticket sales and make 10K a month, 20K a month, without ever acting like the person who would actually do that. And this is why like most people will never make it in this industry right now. It's transparently. I'm seeing this firsthand because I have these conversations like all day long. Like last week I talked to probably like 4 or 5 guys who told me this exact same thing. Alex, I want to make 10K a month in high ticket sales, but I don't want to invest high ticket into myself. I don't want to do something that's scary. I don't want to do something that's uncomfortable. I want to stay in my comfort zone. Which is like mind blowing to me because I've invested at this point over $50,000 in my own skill set development, one-on-one coaching mentorships to make over 40K a month, which is what I'm doing right now. Before I hit my first $10,000 a month, I invested all of my savings twice into myself to get to that point. So all of these beginners right now thinking that they can just get into high ticket sales without ever doing that, without ever taking a big risk, without ever doing something that's uncomfortable, is just retarded altogether. And there's one more layer to this, because getting into high ticket sales, what you're doing in high ticket sales is literally selling high ticket programs to other people. If you've never done that yourself, how are you going to do that? How are you going to sell a 5K, 10K program to someone else, help them overcome their fears and limiting beliefs and step up and believe in themselves if you haven't done that same thing yourself? It's not going to work out. So I want to challenge you and help you see this, because if your goal is making 10K, 20K, 30K a month, becoming a top closer, that comes with leading yourself in the same way that that person is going to lead other people. You can only lead someone else on a sales call, in a sales conversation, a prospect, to the same capacity you lead yourself. If you've never, this is kind of like a PT who's never gone to the gym themselves. They're not going to lead someone else to go to the gym and like actually be trustworthy. You're not going to buy into that person. You're not going to listen to a PT who's fat. Obviously not. So why do you expect high ticket sales to be any different? It's not. Anyone who's been successful in this industry, I promise you, has invested in themselves, and they invested big amounts of money, because that's that uncomfortable step of investing into themselves is what teaches you how to then lead someone else through that same decision. And that's what high ticket sales is about. It's not about pushing people to buy. It's not about being in the right offer or having the right script to follow. It is about leadership. That's why I love high ticket sales, because it's about hopping on a couple of calls every single day, selling for influence that you genuinely believe in what they're doing, and you're talking to people that have fears, limiting beliefs, mental blocks that you help them overcome to then help them make the right decision for themselves. It's not about helping people make the most comfortable and safe decision. It's about challenging someone to step out and actually overcome their fears to achieve their goals. That's what this is about. And you get to that point where you can actually do that. We can help people at the highest level by starting off and helping yourself and stepping into the highest version of you by aligning yourself and doing the stuff that you're scared to do. Stepping into that uncertainty, investing in yourself if that's what it takes to get to your goal. Not by always looking for the most comfortable and most safe option. That's going to keep you stuck. And honestly, if you're not willing to take in what I'm telling you right now, if you're not willing to do what I'm telling you right now, then you do not belong in the high ticket sales industry. And this is something that might sound harsh, but like I understood it at a very early point. For me, it was such an obvious thing. So I don't get why most people don't get it at this point. Like I saw this like a clear thing. If I want to succeed in high ticket sales, I need to learn from someone who's better than me, and I also need to be willing to invest high ticket so I can understand how people feel on their calls. It was so obvious, and that's why I saw quick success. I went from 0 to 10K a month in 3 months. So it's like this is like the framework is there. You just need to do it. You just need to stop letting the fear hold you back and the discomfort, and stop trying to make these comfortable decisions. You move towards discomfort, move towards the fear, and you will see that what I'm telling you is the truth, and it's going to get you to your goal. So I know someone who watches this video will take action. Most of you guys will just scroll on to the next video and just watch something else and just let go of this whole idea. But for that person, I'm making that for you, who's actually going to watch this and take action on this, because you are the person who will actually win. And yeah, that's why I'm doing this. Hope this makes sense. If you want to work with me one-on-one to gain tactical sales, get trained up by me directly and get placed in roles, you can apply for that down below. If you have any questions, shoot me a DM on Instagram, and I'll see you as always tomorrow. Ciao!